tomorrow is the first Monday class of semester 2 of H&C TV year 2. What? I'm busy, hold on. There is a chance that I might not be having prayer tomorrow, but instead, I might be having Gavin. Fraser's Monday class!
Yeah,
Gavin, come back. I'm also meeting my third support worker, Aisha. I bet she'll be lovely. Also, it's 1:15. So I really should go to sleep.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's go back to people. I don't think they came in, but Lola and Rachel haven't come in, have they? And Aaron just arrived.
I was already here.
I know you were. It's cool. Sorry. It's cool. It's cool. You kind of like deja vu back in the way we used to do classes together.
Yeah.
Time travel. It's cool. Yeah. Great. Cool. All right. So I'll leave a couple people there, just hanging. So but the main thing is you guys will meet in terms of wisdom in groups on campus. And basically you have to interview a class member and find out some interesting stuff about them, do some B-roll, all this kind of stuff, yeah? Yeah, easy peasy, not so tough. Right, here's the difference with Uncover Gems. Uncover Gems is kind of similar. You're basically doing a documentary, but this time rather than choosing a classmate, you guys have to find someone, you have to film them off campus. This has to be a person that is in the real world, so not here in our little bubble, but actually out there in the field. Find someone who's got an interesting story to tell, and then basically you're gonna have to do what you did with Powers of Wisdom, but actually interview them on location, get B-roll on location, and yeah, create your own little mini documentary. I think it's 2.5 minutes, I believe. So effectively, you're taking what you did before, and you're just gonna step it up with doing it off campus. Does that make sense? And this is kind of like getting into more sort of like real world video journalism. So what I used to do back in the day, I used to work at STV. I don't know if anyone knows that, but when I did that, I used to have to do a lot of what we call VTs, videotapes. So basically, we did a lot of off-campus, outside filming. So in the space of a day, this to give you an idea of the workflow, you guys have significantly more time than this. We'd start the day, and we might say, what are we going to film today? And maybe there'd be a news story, or maybe something interesting, the film would come up. We'd have to research, find something. We'd find it, and in the space of one day, we would go out, we'd find the person to, we'd obviously have to get permission to film them, go out to location, film them, record them, get the B-roll, get back to studio, cut it up, get it all together, and then wear it that evening. And that would be maybe what, like a 2-minute video, 1.5 to 2.5 to maybe 3 or whatever. We had like less than a day to do it. Because obviously then, usually what would happen is, in addition to having done that, we then have to go out and film a live on location. So we would go out and film a reporter on location as well. So in the space of one day, sometimes you'd have to do 2 videos in a day. So 2 videos in a day, plus maybe a live report in the space of like an 8-hour shift or 9-hour shift. So that's the kind of speed that we're talking about when you're actually working in the industry, if you're doing like news. So yeah, this kind of stuff which you guys are getting several weeks to do, imagine doing this in the space of a day, or maybe doing 2 per day. Very rare you would ever do 3. I don't think you would ever do, well, maybe, I have done 3. Very rare though. And usually that third one was like just running and getting like box over people, you know, but I just want you guys to think about speed. So obviously you're talking about you need to pitch this next week. I want you guys to imagine that in the real world application, if you guys are doing this in a studio environment, or working for a production company or whatever, maybe like say we're doing STV or BBC Report in Scotland, that kind of thing, you guys would have maybe like half an hour to do this in the morning to come up with who you're going to shoot, you know, because you have to go out and do it then and there. This is the thing that you guys need to also be aware of, because we don't really talk about it enough, is the fact that this is a fast industry. The demand for content is like that, okay? And if you're not quick and if you're not off the mark, you're going to get left behind. And if you've got the producer, and you're like, what have you got for tonight's show? And you're like, nothing, you know, you're screwed, basically, all right? And you're not going to get a job, you're not going to stick around. So unless you have the ability to very quickly identify a story and the ability to very quickly respond to demands, for example, if there's a breaking news story, you guys need to go out there and just cover it. Because it's like, you can't say, oh, I'll cover that tomorrow. It's like, no, it's breaking news, the building's on fire today. If you're going tomorrow, they're going to put out the fire. So you're not going to be on fire anymore. We need to get shots of it now. We need to go out and get reactions from people now. You know, sometimes it can be extreme stuff, and this might be very extreme. So terrorist attack at Waverley Station, or a lion breaks out on the platform. You can't go once the lion's been put back in the cage, or once they've cleaned up all the mess. You're going to have to go now. You know, so this is the thing. Think speed. Here's the good news, which is that for this project, for Uncover Gems, you have a week to prepare a pitch. Then you've got time to prepare all your pre-production documentation. Then obviously you've got a bit of time, I believe 2 weeks, to go out and shoot this, edit it, get it all back and ready for us. And then obviously we'll present it, like we do with Powers of Wisdom, screen them all, and you'll be able to see them and see what your classmates have come up with. So you've got a fair bit of time for this, right? The only thing I would leave you on this is, if you think that it's quite tight to get all this done in the space of what, like 4 or 5 weeks, however long you guys have to do it, including 2 shoot weeks, then you really aren't cut out for this industry, to be totally honest, because you're gonna have to get used to moving fast. So you got plenty of time, all right? And also no excuses, because this is the sort of rate and speed you guys are gonna have to work at. Does anyone have any questions or any of the stuff that I've said so far? Yes?
What about, see how it's off campus?
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to put like schedules in for getting cameras?
Yeah, you will do, in terms of obviously on some projects, maybe further down the line, we wouldn't necessarily schedule it and we'd just have you guys work it out yourself. But for this, we would probably say, right, okay, if this person's filming on this day, this person's filming on that date, that kind of thing, so it's more coordinated. The more you go through the college course though, we're going to not necessarily schedule it that way. And it'll be much more about you guys will have to work it yourself, and it will be first come, first serve, which again is just real world. So if you turn up for an equipment hire and someone's got there before, let's just check the clock. Details are all there. Yep, Scarlett, 2:30.
My name is Greg McNeil. I'm a filmmaker and a photographer. I specialize in Victorian era photographic processes. Basically, every photographic process before 1900. My journey into Victorian era photographic processes began when I was becoming dissatisfied with a lot of the work that I was doing.
Purple. Urine. I think so.
The
urine. I don't know what I'm doing. My nana said no, so I've got to think of someone else to film for Uncovered Jet.
Far, and my sister goes to nursery in North Berwick.
Where is it?
So anytime I'm at the
Alright.
Oh yeah, no, how did you manage from work yesterday?
Oh no, work killed me. So
So I've already got my pre-production documents set up as well as my folders on OneDrive, so I just need to wait for that to sync and we'll be all good. I'm going to try and reach out to more people and see who I can get for filming, but at the moment I've got nobody. I also need to figure out a crew, cast, obviously cast, equipment, that'll all come later, as well as the actual pitch, which is due for week on Monday? Is that a week on Monday?
yes, it is.
Okay, so the week on Monday we're going to be doing our pictures. As you know, I'm very good at picturing. That's not me hyping myself up, that is literal objective reality. Just look back at Are You Proud of Me, Gavin? I never got to ask him that because he's gone. Oh. I'll ask him next time I see him.
And yes.
Bye bye.
Very eccentric.
Usual.
Hi!
Are you going the whole way or just to the bus stop?
I mean, I could try.
I'm pretty sure I'm slipping.
Just don't put a finger in there. You got any content today, but it's feeling good.
Well, I'll swing it properly this time.
Be careful.
Careful behind you.
You broke it!
I was going to get Zach as well.
No, I'm gonna get embarrassed now.
That's fine, I don't have to put it in the video, I just want to keep it. Zach, you try? Wait. Oh, what's his name? Bobby Lee, that's it.
Get it.
Go girl.
Alright.
Yo. I used to be able to do that with a garden hoe.
Both? Of course.